Look, so we've got a bunch of this. The body of Luke Brown was found, afflicted by a strange condition called the Red Curse. Famous scientist was discovered after being contacted by someone. Blank blank worried that everyone would think blank blank had been a drug user. And I think this is going to be Elizabeth Nowak. Worried that everyone would think Isaac Nowak had been a drug user. A few days later, blank blank offered to fund Brandon Bagman's tuition in exchange for confidentiality about the fact that Isaac Nowak, I believe, again. So I don't know how Brandon Bagman knew about that. Hours before the conference, Sebastian Walsh was offered a similar deal and took it. The laboratory investigation found blank blank that either blank blank victim had been a blank blank. Had found weak evidence that either murder victim that either Red Curse victim had been a drug user. I'll see if it's Elizabeth again. What about Jack? Piss. We're close. Brandon didn't know his parents found the body, so they were bribed to be quiet. I see. Adam? The brother? Adam Nowak? Piss. And it is weak evidence, right? Had the same affliction. So they have the same affliction, but weak evidence for cause of death and zero evidence. Maybe it was that? Elizabeth Nowak? Look at that! Okay. So this is what happened. Let me move Mr. Gilgamesh. Oh. My legs are asleep. During a construction yard accident, the body of Luke Brown was found in a sewage pipe, afflicted by the strange condition that police named the Red Curse. A few months later, famous scientist Isaac Nowak was discovered by the Bagman couple. And after being contacted by someone, Elizabeth Nowak worried that everyone would think that her father, Isaac Nowak, had been a drug user. A few days later, she offered to fund Brendan Bagman's tuition for confidentiality about the fact that her father had been affected by the Red Curse. Before the conference, the policeman was offered a similar deal and took it. However, the laboratory investigation found zero evidence that either Red Curse victim had been a drug user. Notable places: a drug-pushing office, a warehouse, a FARP warehouse. Benny Crystal claims he hardly knew Luke Brown. They were not friendly. Advised contacting Hunter Wolf, who has a workshop and offers odd jobs to people. Not able to find Hunter Walsh. And that was this. So I guess we can go on to story 2. Shortly before his death, Isaac Nowak went to meet someone at the if I look in the construction place, we get the answer. Both of them, they just kind of let you do whatever. They don't mind. Old docks. At the old... At the old... At the old... Pipe. At the old docks. Is that the Steelside warehouse then? We go back out. A different guy. That was Luke Brown in the pipe though, right? Oh, Isaac Nowak meant to meet someone. Okay, at the... He has a letter in his pocket, I think. Or in his house there was something? Stockyard Street. At Stockyard Street? Is that in his pocket? Does it say Stockyard Street on any of these contacts? No. I look back here again. You snuggling man. Stockyard Street. All of these are Stockyard Street. Harp Warehouse. Old warehouse. So it's gonna be something warehouse. This is bright. So that's the contact that the lady got. The Rare Talent Fund. Good night, Sundown. 45C. Okay. Steelside Warehouse. Alright, thank you. Yeah, that makes sense. I know I probably would have forgot that it said that. Nita Choco says, I don't know, I could be wrong, because he's like, oh shit, I'm about to get obliterated by the mods. Alright, so 45C Steelside Warehouse. Okay. A few days later, someone connected to the blank blank provoked blank blank into bribing blank blank, who stopped the investigation into blank blank's death. Blank blank. Someone connected to the... Provoked blank blank. Provoked Elizabeth Nowak into bribing... Is it Brandon Bagman? Who stopped... Or no, it's Sebastian Walsh. Who stopped the investigation into Isaac Nowak's death, I believe. And this was to the... I think it's, what, Imperial University? Is that it? Imperial University? Westbridge University? Piss. Someone connected to the blank blank. To the blank blank. Provoked Elizabeth Nowak into bribing Sebastian Walsh. Stopped the investigation into his death. Connected to the... I have no idea what's going on in this game. As long as Boba's not mad, it's fine. Lol, it's fine. Backseat Choco. I love it. Someone connected to the... Which university is it? Your son's a loser. Oh, it says on this guy's body. Imperial University, but that was incorrect, I believe. Imperial University. 2 or fewer incorrect. And this is the provocation right here. You have seen his body. It would be a shame if it got out that the man who was an inspiration was another junkie. I won't tell anyone, but there are those who might. I suggest you talk to the commissioner. I feel like this is correct. Or someone connected. They're not connected to the Imperial University, actually. Would it be to the Steel Side warehouse? Okay. Got a big stretch, Mr. Baby. Okay, so we've done that. Oui, I can take this gilded brass trinket for scrap metal. You can have 3 sous for it to call yourself lucky. Uh-oh. It's a weird idol of hell. And gold. And helicopters that are dragonflies. Several years earlier, Chapter 2, The Pursuit, in which a lost power is sought. Okay. Corkboard. So this will be all of the stuff that we start unlocking for this story. Alright, so we gotta figure out what's going on here. And there will be another scene too. True, he was always was a thief, but he did have to go that way before the new dawn night must fall, I suppose. So we've got a credit card for OPIG Incorporated. And we've got the woman is crying. She's crying so hard it filled up her glasses. Alright, we've got a crying lady who's upset because a guy is... or someone is dead. You're listening to the Psychedelic Hour on Rock FM this fine Friday evening. That was Bad Rug with their short-lived hit, She Pulled Back From My Kiss. The song enjoyed some success earlier this year, but quickly fell right down in the charts. Oof. Alright. Rock. Song called... or a group called Bad Rug. Okay. We've got fire. With a passport burning in it. That's kind of wackadoodle. Nothing else on this page. We've got an open safe with a strange artifact. A Lego strange artifact. And then some directions for artifacts. Minky. City Gazette. Eccentric Historians Harmony Foundation receives millions for undisclosed project. And it's the woman. We've got more artifacts. A towel with a dragonfly and a diamond on it. And 10,000 monies. Okay. A drawer with a spray can? Is it hair or is it pepper spray? Got some wine open. And just lots of artifacts and stuff. We're rich! It's free money, right? Delay the other 2 till September. Hey, it's your favorite ex-husband. You'll be pleased to hear I'm finally getting sober. As part of the process, I'd like to make amends with you. For starters, I've decided to return that Lankan artifact I took in the divorce. All I ask in exchange is your forgiveness. If you're free on Friday, I could bring it then. Let me know. Okay. This is the chief auditor from OPIG's finance department. I've been going through your foundation's recent payment history, and frankly, you seem to be robbing us blind. Can you imagine this phone call? Frankly, you seem to be robbing us blind. Unless you can explain yourself, you can expect a visit from me on Friday, when I'll have to confiscate your credit card and any assets you bought with it. Okay. So on Friday, her husband was coming to visit, and the auditor. It's me, your trusty colleague. Sorry I've been off radar. I've been keeping my head down at the Dragonfly Inn. I'll swing by on Friday with our new pointy-eared friend. Remember, I'm gonna need Plan B rates for this one, not like the other 7. Now that we're parting ways, I'll also need that passport we discussed. So it seems like this woman was collecting strange artifacts and was even going to get another one back from her ex-husband and has maybe gone into debt buying them to the point where they were going to get confiscated. And then was about to buy another artifact, a pointy-eared one, which should be this Minky probably, which looks like she does have it right now. And it looks like this is some strange sort of, I don't even know, poison or something maybe? So the calendar, and we've got 1 through 0. And I don't think I can look at any of the dates on here, but it's August 1974. Interesting. So it looks like on the floor here is something weird. Oh, it looks like someone fell out the window, maybe, and grabbed the curtain. And it said, the husband said he planned on getting sober, and his shoes are at the door. There's 2 bottles of wine, but maybe some poison. And he said he was going to get sober. And then it looks like there's a carpet that's been tripped and fell. And then you can't see behind me, but there's like this on the floor with like the broken banister and what looks like more poison. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. So here's the words we've got in the overview. The events that took place at the blank blank on August... Let's see. If we look at the calendar, Friday. One of those resulted in someone's death, I believe. And is this... I don't think this is the inn. So in here is more strange artifacts and some money and the Dragonfly Inn towel. Delay the other 2 until September. And so I think it must have been for the Minky. Because I think the husband returned an artifact, but it didn't say which kind. And she was just waiting to get the other one. And if the husband was sober, he might not drink alcohol, maybe? Is she burying the body under the sand? I'm guessing so, probably. But it looks like there's a shovel here that has some of the sand from here. And so we've got to figure out... Eccentric Historians Harmony Foundation receives millions for undisclosed project. So, does it say what date? And I'll need that passport you discussed. So I think it must be this third person. A colleague. Because there's also a passport burning in the fire. Oh, on the moon phase. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't think I would have got that one. He was always a thief, but did it have to go the way? Or the dawn night must fall. And this is an opaque credit card that she has. So this crescent moon would be like this Friday, the 17th, I think. Some letters over the gate. Number 7. I think this must be the Harmony Foundation, HF. At the... The other one's the Dragonfly Inn. I think this must be Harmony Foundation. On August 1/7, I believe. Nice. We've done it. Blank visited blank. I think a colleague visited blank. Visited a historian. Colleague visited historian to exchange an artifact. An asset? An artifact. For money. During the meeting, colleague suddenly tried to kiss? It can't be kiss. Maybe colleague tried to... What did she say? Maybe they tried to kiss. Okay, he was always a thief, so I think steal. Colleague tried to suddenly rob the historian. In response, historian sprayed, because that's the green spray bottle. Sprayed colleague with pepper spray? Hairspray? It must be hairspray because I think she has green and blue hair. And that's her hairspray. With hair spray. And then historian sprayed colleague with hairspray and then blank a blank. Pulled a rug, I think. As a result, colleague fell and hit a rock. Before I do that, I want to see if you can see the rock that he fell on. You can! This rock has, like, some blood on it. All the information is on the task. No, you're fine talking about it in the chat as long as it's, I guess if you've done the chapters already. Oh, do you want me to move this? Yeah, I can do that. I can also just make myself smaller. You. Is that too small? Am I too small now? You. It's probably fine. It's fun, Maradiri. Orb. I will mess you up. Disco. I'm gonna kick your ass. We did it! Nice. You've solved it. The historian's colleague brought her a strange statue, but then began transferring other artifacts from her safe into his suitcase. I'm opening Australian snacks that Jade gave me because I want a snack. They're called Shapes Originals and they're barbecue flavor. What is that? My man. Amazing. Pretty good. So you can see it. In her attempt to stop this, the historian killed her colleague. To cover up what she had done, she buried the body and burned the fake passport she had provided for him. Wackadoodle, dude. Wackadoodle. There's Shapes barbecue flavor. So we've got Encyclopedia Mystica. Lazarus Hearst, the leader of the Puritanical Order Party. I can't move this, but... which governed Albion from 1792 to 1795. Some claim to use a mystical artifact to see golden idol to seize power. Nowadays, though, this is known to be a myth. Golden idol is a fictional artifact said to have derived from ancient Lemuria. Believers make contradictory claims about the idol's supposed function. One popular theory is that it granted eternal life. However, modern historians agree that the idol never existed, and scientists have shown that such functionality is impossible. One underlined, "No one thinks this anymore," and then number 2 says, "Not this one." I don't know what that means. So on our cork board, we've got a historian and a colleague, and then the Lazarus man. And then not filled in, we've got blank blank wanted to blank the mythical blank of blank blank from its blank. In the end, blank blank tried to blank the blank from blank blank, which resulted in blank blank's death. We're gonna solve this one. We're gonna solve it.